The following is a production by Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. You can support Lone Star Community Radio by donating and sponsoring programs just like this. For more information, check us out online at irlonestar.com. This segment is brought to you by...
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Welcome back. So I am sitting here with Jenny, and she is with Voces and Accion. I'm probably saying it wrong. Voices in Action. And she is dedicated to the Hispanic community, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her, because we are talking about Hispanic Heritage Month, right, Jenny?
That's right.
And I don't think it even goes through the whole month. This is like through October 18th or today-ish or something like that.
It's usually between the 10th and the 15th.
Okay, well, you know what? This counts. So
Yes.
we're just going to talk about it and why it's important and what you're doing in the community, because I know you're doing several things and getting ready to start a nonprofit, like I said, Voices in Action, and to help the community with tools and resources and things like that.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about that and your background, all of that.
First of all, thank you, Margie. It's a pleasure meeting you. I think Laura did a good thing about matching us up, because seeing you make me believe that there's God. Okay.
Oh, come on now. Let's take it down.
And then I thank the Lord every day because of being able to talk to the audiences, to everybody, in regards to what, is the meaning of my life, which is service through God. Okay. Like I said, my name is Jenny Ibarra Rosales. I'm from Panama originally. Born and raised in Panama. I've been in the United States for the last 37 years. I have 3 kids and about to become a grandmother in November for the first time, so I'm excited.
Yes.
I have more than 35 years of administrative management experience. I started with the National Council of La Raza, and I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're the largest nonprofit lobbying for the Hispanic laws in the United States. They're still active. That was way back. And then I've been working up and down, and then after that, I work in Univision Radio. Then after that, I've been in and out of the community, helping them through the Catholic Church, as a catechist for more than 35 years, working with everybody that needs it. You know what I mean? Last year, I was approached by Mr. Chris Bryan, our sheriff for the Texas Republican Party, and he and a group of people, we started the HCMC, which is the Hispanic Conservative of Montgomery, and which I'm a founding member, and I love them. They're magnificent people working together to educate the community itself. I'm no longer with them as a part of the board, but I'm still a member. And basically, now my venture is to create a radio station, a radio show that will be able to proclaim what the community...
I bet I know somebody who can help you do that.
to be able to assist in the as a link, as a liaison between the Hispanic community and our government and everything that is going around, educating them, because our main focus is to educate the Hispanic community.
And what do you mean by educate exactly?
In the area of Montgomery, in the census of 2020, there's so far 93,000 Hispanics in Montgomery County, and that's 2020. We're talking about 2022 almost now, and there's a lot of influence and a lot of people walking in at this moment, okay? Most of our community, we have, of course, educated, not educated, and we have people that are in need, okay? They're afraid. Some of them are just here because their needs, but they're afraid of carrying their voices out. They're afraid of saying, we're here and we need. They're afraid of speaking because of immigration laws and everything that's affected.
So are they a mix of both legally here and not
yes,
legally
and
here?
Exactly, okay. Legally and non-legally. Most of the business owners in the Montgomery County area legally, and their kids are legally. And the illegal ones are having kids that are legal. They're being born here and they're living here for many years. And there's a group of kids that are born or young adults that are born here with illegal parents, okay? And those are the ones, our next voter generation, or next presidents, or next, secretaries of states, or next, that generation needs to be approached as well. So the main focus of our radio talk or a radio show or whatever it is, that at this point we're trying to combine several media ways, with whether it's YouTube, whatever it is, to carry the voice around, are the adults and are the young adults, okay? And we're going to do it bilingual. We're focusing on doing it bilingual. We probably will do a lot of Spanish, because there's going to be a lot of Spanish people contacting us if we do live shows as well. And we're going to talk about everything from immigration, health, everything, legislation, everything that needs to be given out as information. We're going to do more about covering their needs whenever they call, hey, something, I'm needing a lawyer, or I'm needing a doctor. Resources.
Right.
And make sure that those resources are completely legal resources that are able to be, that are providing the guidance through our community and our government, itself. That's what we're trying to do. So that's mainly what is Voces in Accion. And it's so funny because Voces in Accion came out by the word vea. In Spanish, vea is see, okay? So when you're seeing something, vea, Voces in Accion.
Ver.
You're ver, exactly. But vea is in a past sense, vea, or we can use it in a further sense, like look at it, look. So
all of that has just left my body. All of the past, present, future tense stuff.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's all so complicated.
That's okay.
Yes, I understand. Yes. So you're starting a nonprofit, and it's going to be called Voices in Action. Then, literally, that's what it's called. Okay. And so the mission would be to educate, inform, provide resources, and you're doing this through different media sources as well. So tell me about some of the things that you plan to help with. I mean, you had immigration, health, government issues. So
exactly. We're going to be talking about everything. We're going to be talking about things that are very sensitive and issue lingering. They have issues. Their communities are having issues. And those are the topics that we need to address. It's time for us to be open and awake. It's time for us to make sure that people understand what's going on and how to protect ourselves, how to be able that we get the right resources for our kids at school, things like education, our school boards, things that are going around.
How they can get involved in the community.
How can they, especially the small business owners, that are able to provide that more touch to touch with the community, because they have the resources monetarily, that they're able to say, something, hey, here I am, and I do believe that we're able to sponsor, we're able to do for this health fair, for example, or for these, because we're going to have fairs as well. We're going to do things that are out there, grassroots work as well. You know what I mean?
Well, and it also sounds like you're possibly emerging leadership getting some of those to come forward from the Hispanic community here in the county, whether it's Montgomery or the Woodlands or Conroe, wherever, to identify and help grow that so that they can then develop other leadership.
Exactly.
Is that true?
That's true.
Okay.
Eventually, I was approached last week by ACE, which is the Hispanic. Let me tell you exactly they stand for. It's the Hispanic Alliance for Career Announcement. I am an alumni. I went through their program. I graduated with them, and they want me to become part of their board. At this point, I'm thinking I will go ahead and become part of the board. And they're on the Houston chapter, and they have this program that basically is amazing, where they talk to women and they train women for leadership. And that's something that, we will probably see in Voces. We get women that are educated, that are willing to go through these projects and understand and make a better life for themselves, for the kids. Because there's, as you can see, a lot of Hispanic women in the United States that are single moms, that are raising their kids by themselves. So in our communities, we're going to have a bunch of them, those. And they don't know how to become better. They just want to work and just learn the English, but at the same time they're like, something, I wanted to become a beautician, or I want to do my own restaurant, or I want to do my own non-profit organization like Jenny's founding, or whatever it is that they're trying to do. We're going to focus and help them to get their goals and get their education, but because you have to be educated. I always believe that the more you're educated, the better you're off in this world.
Sure, absolutely.
So, and then people will be able to appreciate us. The only thing we want to do too is educate the other communities, the Anglo and the Black Americans and the Asians. We want to educate for them to learn how our community is, how to engage properly to our community, because people say, well, Hispanics, but they don't know that every single country in Latin America is different. They have different cultures, they have different languages, they have different nicknames. So it's kind of like confusing because they think, oh, they all speak Spanish. Yeah, but some of them.
Well, it's kind of like Texas and California, right?
Exactly,
I mean, completely different versus New York.
So,
you have different norms and different ways that not only that you pronounce words, which is the same as what you're saying, because I know the different countries, the different origins, they have different ways of pronunciation. Some talk faster, some talk slower, and they have slang, but their norms, their way that they do things, their heritage, the way they celebrate holidays or whatever. They're all a little different, right?
Yeah, exactly. And what it caught my attention is that I remember when I came to Texas, I spoke Spanish, and they're like, "You're from Mexico." I'm like, "No, I'm from Panama." They don't even know where I was from, because sometimes, where is Panama?
I know, that's so funny. Where is Panama?
Next borders. So there's people that are from everywhere, Chile, Argentina, from everywhere here in Texas. So we have to just make sure that people are able to differentiate, and be able to be globally and geographically acquainted with what it is. And I think that our Anglo community will be willing more to accept us if they know how to treat us or how to reach us,
That's
and
interesting.
at the same time, we'll be able to there will be a more unifying culture. You know what I mean? I don't believe in segregation. I never did. I believe that we all are, and I'm sorry, I'm very Christian, and I believe we all in the eyes of God. Okay? Mm-hmm. So no matter what culture or what is your specific way of doing things or whatever, you're a child of God. And if you're Anglo, if you're Asian, if you're Black, we are created the same. So we need to unify. And the more that we unity, we're able to be one, like it said, and like you said in the Constitution of the United States, we, the people, we are one.
So this is a faith-based organization. Yes,
it is a conservative. It will be faith-based, but at the same time, our motto is education. So we will not bring.
So you don't have to have one certain religion to get assistance.
No, none at all. We believe in the person. We don't believe in what the person believes. You know what I mean? We believe in you as a human being, and we're gonna treat you as a human being, no matter what is your belief.
It doesn't matter.
We're
all
gonna
are welcome.
respect everybody's welcome. Everybody from all ages, from everywhere, we're welcome, because we want to make sure that our voice is one. So that's what we're focusing in, and that's the motto.
Unity.
Yeah, unity. And I have a group of advisors that are working with me, very well professional men and women that are willing to work and devote their times. We have a biologist she's willing to help us in educate the community in the health part of it, which I'm astonished of meeting this lady. And there's people that are there. I have people that are DJs that are willing to work with us and do the interviews. I have people that are known in the community and that are willing to come and be interviewed, judges, lawyers that are willing to sit down and give us their feedback.
So it sounds like you got a lot going on. Where could people find you? What kind of outreach do you have? Where are you in the community?
Okay, people, it's so funny. I am a member of the Lake Conroe Republican Women and a member of the Montgomery County Republican Women, so I go to their meetings. And then of course, I'm with HCNC. Once in a while, I haven't been able to go to the meetings.
So the Republican Women's Groups?
Yeah, exactly. They get a hold of me, and my phone number, I gave it to you. If they want to talk to you, they can call me, or they can email me at CHOMBSandBoy515 at gmail.com.
Yes, we'll have all that information
exactly. And,
on the page.
Right now, we are, like I said, in the process of putting everything together as soon as it's placed out there together, and we're certified by the legislature, by the state, because we need to have the license as a nonprofit.
It's a process. I've done that.
It takes a process, but meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and do everything what it is social media and create it and do get the instruments and.
So you're doing your social media. Is that going to be in Spanish?
Bilingual.
Right, so you'll have it in English and
Spanish, exactly. And we're gonna try to focus in English and Spanish at all times, because basically we have to understand that we are in the United States of America, and I am gringa, regardless of what people say. I love this country, and I'm a patriot to 100%, and I believe that everybody has the right to learn. Everybody has the right to choose. Everybody is able to understand, and we need to talk in all the languages as possible. So it's going to be bilingual, but yes, we're going to assist a lot of Hispanic community people that are, and I want you guys to understand this. Sometimes the people that are crossing the border and are coming here because it's their need, is because they're running from bad things. They're running from a lot of issues.
I've seen it.
And most of them that are coming like that, they don't know how to write and read on their own language. So it's hard for them to learn a second language. So
I think the issue mostly is that they want Americans, Texans, let's say, if they come into Texas, they want them to be legal. They want them to go through the process.
And I understand, and that's something
legal.
that I really support. I really support that. I believe in closing the border. I'm going to be honest with you, because I've seen so much injustice done in the border. I've seen people die in the border. I have seen by firsthand. Nobody has told me. So I've seen what's going on in the border, and it's the worst thing.
With coyotes?
Ma'am, you don't even know. Not only coyotes, it's the sex trafficking, the organ trafficking, everything that is going on. Everything
All of it.
is disgusting, and it needs to be stopped. We need to beg people to stop this. It's a nonsense. And yes,
how do you stop it?
Education. When you stop this, is because you're educating. It's going, yes, to the border. It's not just sitting in a nice office desk and talking. I had a meeting once that I was questioned, because I went and I said, the minute that the legislators, the House representatives, the congressmen and everything stand up front the chair and just walk on the community, knocking on the doors and asking, are you helping? Are you needing help? What is it that we can do to better? When they get the feedback from the Hispanic community in the rural areas, people that are here in Montgomery County that have no water, no sewer, they're living in a trailer of 3 or 5 people living in a trailer with no, and it's incredible. And I got that feedback from one of our sheriffs, and then there's a lot of domestic violence. There's a lot of mental health issues because of the way these people are living, because of this, they're afraid. Okay.
Right.
Whenever we get people out, as a force and work with them, we're able to educate ourselves on how to help them and reach them. We're able to educate them so they can understand us. So that's what I'm thinking is the best.
So how are you reaching out to those people that are on the border?
Right now, we have not, like I said, we're starting. We have not done that, but I have people in the
That's one of the goals,
Exactly.
right?
That's one of my main goals. Reaching, people like Chris Collins, which is one of our leaders here in the community. He's
Christian Collins?
Christian Collins. He's going out there. He's going to, he's
I know Christian.
He's amazing. I believe he's amazing. People like Mariana Maguire that, they have the base. They're able to come out there and say the truth the way I'm saying it. We have the resource. We have to unite ourselves to walk out and say, something, this is what needs to be done, and yeah, Ted Cruz is doing an amazing job. He walked into the border and he's saying the truth and he's saying, no, we need to stop. Our legislators in the House, like Mr. Todd, he's really pushing out their laws and things that will be helping the Hispanic community. So we need to believe and trust.
So there's work being done.
Yes, it is.
But there's more to do.
A bunch of it. And in my field, which is communication, there's not that many. So that's why I'm trying to do this.
And you're very passionate about this.
I am extremely passionate about this. And if I get the opportunity to work with the community, I'm able to do. People like Miss Marlene are educating a lot of people to become U.S. citizens, and a lot of residents that are here, and she's been doing it for years.
Yep.
She needs the help. Like Miss Marisa Rumble, one of our founders, she has advocated for many years for the Hispanic community to be united. So we have faces out there. We have people working, and I'm one of you. I'm so proud of meeting you, Margie, and meeting everybody, meeting Judge Keyhole, meeting an amazing gentleman, meeting more Mr. Wayne Mack, Judge Wayne Mack, an amazing human being. Those are the people that are trying to push and further and help our community. And we need to believe, like Sheriff Cash, he's out there. This guy is needing so much help in the community, and he's trying to bring on board bilingual officers to our area so they can assist more people. People like that. So that's why we're in a whole big group trying to just make it.
No, it sounds great. So, again, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, can you say your phone number for me?
Yes, 832-732-4744.
And they can call or text you and find out about where you're going to be, how they can connect with you, how they can volunteer, get involved, find out more. And all of that information.
Anything that can be.
Do you have any meetings or anything like that?
We have been meeting once a month right now because we're in the process of forming. We are starting now in about less than a month to start meeting consecutively because
So when is your next meeting?
We're hoping that is sometime by the end of next week, which I think is Friday next week that we were trying to make it.
What is the date for that?
It's going to be the 18th, it's a Monday, so it's going to be that Friday. We're not, it's a tentative day, but our meetings are our information meeting, our group, you know what I mean?
Like October 22nd, you'll be having a meeting. No, but if anybody wants to know more, they can probably just call you or email you, which are the information
because
is
I want to make sure
event.
That I don't want to do I'd say a specific date.
You don't want to say it yet because you're not sure.
We're not sure. Yeah, we need to. Our board needs to get together and we need to make sure what it is. But yes, anybody.
So we will be hearing more from you.
Yes, I'm excited.
You should also get involved in some of the chamber activities, and there's like 5 chambers in Montgomery County. Just show up, just be a guest, and get involved that way too. That's a great way to do outreach.
And we're looking for sponsors, people that are willing to just say, something, Jenny, we're backing you up. How can we help? We're looking for sponsors because the more that sponsors there are, the easier so we can go ahead and broadcast. The sooner, the better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So thank you so much for the opportunity, Margie. It's been a pleasure. I think God put you in my path. And
that's the way it rolls.
Everybody in the community that is listening to me, please, we need prayers. We need understanding. We need unity. We need peace.
We do.
So thank you so much. And
Absolutely.
I'm here for you and for the community anytime.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your excitement for Voices in Action to be coming soon.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.